All right, jumping back up where we were, we wanted to list users, and we're interested in the template, the JSON structure. So it would be something like users, plural, success, message, and then this would just be, well, we'll say users. This will be a list. So instead of saying similar below, it will be users. It will accept get method. Please generate a JSON file similar to the listing. In fact, I don't even think we need to do it. We just faster to do it ourselves. So let's try this. Make the template file. users.json.j2. Post as well. And we also want, let's pass the code snip here. Where users is a listing of the map users stored in micro service alpha.js. The next request is /users, which will list the users as follows. Let's express user list. Okay. Yeah, there's our values. Get everything. We'll strip out the passwords eventually, but for now, let's just get it. So, handle users. But first, we need to make sure we have API, which is just using this again. Pretty boilerplate. Be clever. Don't like it when it tries to insert comments. All right. Want, if we've gotten through validation, then we can fetch everything. We've never provisioned more than one or two at this point, but and users is the name of our map, right? Back to line 61. Yep, users. Good, good. And then rendering the template. So it's just a matter of commas. Okay. I've already got my template. That's the thing I found kind of working with this is you can't just assume it's keeping cumulative track of what you've already written. There's my render template. Yeah, there it is. Placements key. So that should work. Users get validate the API key. If we get that far, it's the user's response. I suppose we want a little bit of space just to. Readability. Okay. Let's do our thing. We haven't added new test cases, but we'll just see if these changes have broken any of the old ones. We can play with it. Failed. User modify. I wonder if that has to do with our oh, we still have user add in there. I don't think we did that right. Let's get out of the microservice, go to the templates. Type Michael, there we go. Not user modify. Are we invoking the right template? It's possible we're not. So let's look at user add, else if user add. So here we are. Validate. This is bad parameters, failure, failure. Okay, user add success. Okay, now modify comes right after this. User modify. User add. Look at that. That's what you get for being a lazy copy paster. User modify. Okay. Iterate, iterate, iterate. The less change between each iteration, the more successful you're likely to be because you're just taking tiny little baby steps with making sure that every step. Okay, good. Back to 100%. Life is good again. So now that we have this thing running, we can play with get users. We have this command, curl is get by default. Users. Oh, we need the API key. Yes. So we don't need anything else. Oh, yeah, it's over. Don't need to continue the line at that point. The request is terminated. Seven. Interesting. Let's get rid of the silence. Something broke. It's no longer running. So docker image or sudo docker ps-a. Broke it 40 seconds ago. Sudo docker logs. Can I use the name instead of the number? Okay, good, I can. Okay, I've got bad code somewhere, and it caused it to crash. Invalid, not a valid JSON. Okay, so it's parsing. It's line 81. Most likely, it's parsing the new template file that I created. In fact, let's see here. That's what's breaking this. That could have been an earlier request. '69. Who are you? Yeah, okay, this makes sense. So we can debug this. Let's see what this is breaking it. But if we do this, we say console log list users response, we can see what kind of content we get. Clear tests invoke that. So when we invoke that test, we'll break it. So it should be running. Yep. Now if we do this one, we actually add some verbosity. Empty reply from server. That's typically what happens when you crash. And then we'll do sudo docker logs msa1. Okay, this is what it created. And it looks like I've got unbalanced parentheses, or I somehow goofed this because it doesn't. Yeah, that's bad JSON, no question. JSON lint validator. There you are. Huh. It's got, I'm not sure what's going on there. But in theory, let's say we had 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Help me correct this JSON, please. What did I do wrong? Users colon. Message, okay. And we're good. So I don't think it did anything apart from that. That's all it said it did. So number one, let's correct the template. There's two issues. We can fix the template. Easy enough. Users. Okay, message. Now, this is not, somehow this has to get replaced. Which it is, it doesn't have this constant. Okay. This users list is not stringifying correctly. So when I add set, no, don't do that. Okay. A map is being populated So I want to list just the usernames out of the map, leaving the passwords. Yeah. Users.keys, that's exactly what I've done. So array from users.keys. Values. Nope, guess I had it backwards. Yeah. Build, deploy, test. Okay, haven't broken anything. Now let's add a bunch of users. So let's get some in there. I think we've already got McCuff. There's no concern about passwords being in use across different users. Okay. Created, success. Again. And again. So we've added 3 users. Now try this guy. There we go. Success. Users. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good. So let's pseudo formalize the test case. Now that we've got all this stuff. Test case 14. Users endpoint with valid admin API key. Good. Okay. Test 14. Checking the user's endpoint with valid API key. Yes, the ellipsis. Why not? Okay, listing response. And before we do that, we've got prereqs, right? Doesn't really matter whether they succeed or fail. So we have prereq, load up, add users. So there is a list returned. We can just do all of this. And we're going to want to cleanup too, so this is our prereq. As well add mcuff in there too. Don't care about order results. And by the way, while we're doing this, user modify. This is the prereq, add user as prereq, and then we can say remove user. We don't care whether it succeeds or not. Well, we do, but the next test would fail if it didn't need the passcode. Oops. This is, okay, yeah, that's, all right, yeah, this is test 12. Oh, I'm not keeping this straight, am I? Okay. All kinds of nonsense in here. User modify, sunny day. I did change that at least, okay. Test 13 without admin key. Okay, and then this is all of this. All right. Listing response. We do this. Should be similar to, right, we just wrap. Okay. And we want check response 200. Because that's what we expect. Give it this variable, and then for tokens, we're going to want, we should be able to see /users. So that's the message type, if you will. We should be able to see success. And I don't even have to spell it right because I'm too smart for that. I know where to copy paste it from. And then we should see each of these users added. So we'll do this. It doesn't have to be in that order. And if we do it like so, it should all be independent. Yep. Single tick. Single tick. Place with space. Single tick. Single tick. Single tick. Single tick. So you're looking for all of these guys. Then we'll want to clean them up, which we can do this by tear down, clean out all the added users. Delete is not valid. I suppose we could enhance user delete where we, do we want to batch it? Not for now, but that's certainly within the realm of feasibility. So there's one. Now we just have, how many more? And we should probably make sure that empty that if there are no users provisioned, that it's also valid, but we can play with that first. 9 layers. I think the image size is 200 megabytes. That's not terrible. Failed. Okay, not found, not found. Okay. So this worked. Checking user's endpoint with validate. The user has conflict. All right, because we added mcuff again. That's fine. So, but the latest is success, and that should be code 200. No, this is, yeah, success of the ad. Oh, we're not capturing that. That's fine. So this is just standard out. This should be. Oh, right. So this, reading this, I've got this a little bit goofed. The here's your HTTP, here's your message, and then this is the HTTP status of the very next one. So this 201 created is not, that does not apply to mcuff. Mcuff is the 401 conflict because I didn't clean it up apparently after this one. Successfully anyway. So created, created, created. And then something happened. We're looking. 404 not found. Did a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. We know we did this manually. Okay, they're all still in there. Maybe we haven't deleted them correctly, so let's just review where things get a little crazy. Modify user, checking, so we set them up as prereq, user add. This should not be post, this should be delete. So that would be probably where we're getting 1404 not found. That's valid, that's good. And then test number 3, all of these, yep, we goofed all of these. Post is good. And then here it needs to be delete, not a HTTP post. I think we're getting there. The node code I think is good. Let's just make sure the testing is. See if that helps any. So I can redeploy the whole thing. Okay. All but the last one, which is our duplicate 13. It needs to be 14 endpoint. So we have, right, mcuff created, mholcon created, gupta created, expected 200, got blank. So what did I goof here? Now we're adding successfully.